I'm at work today. I'm a department manager for a construction company, so I'm just up here on a job site. I do wanted to follow up with my last video. I think that I have a couple key admissions to make, which I mentioned in the last video, maybe even the first one. I don't know. I was pretty elevated on that first one, and I'm on ADHD medication, and I've been abusing that for 6 or 8 months, just because I'm just burning it at both ends. I'm feeling like I never get an opportunity to rest, and so I just keep piling on more stimulants, and probably, I don't know, 90 to 120 milligrams a day, and that's a lot for me. I mean, dude, you guys are probably hearing my phone notifications. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I think that's contributed to my anger, paranoia, irritability, and I can't believe that I didn't put the pieces together about why I was feeling so out of control. And then, the alcohol, I was drinking all week, not to the point where I was getting trashed, but just sipping beers around the house, catching a buzz, and not seeing how it was contributing to my mental state. And so now the original issue that I was upset about, which I think is valid, but I approached it in such a poor way and with such hostility that now that issue can't even be the focus. I've got to clean up the damage I've done, and it's a lot. And so I think that after I made the video yesterday, I kind of was able to pull back and feel like I got a higher elevation view of the situation, and seeing all the paths forward. I kind of outlined a brief plan for a soft separation, working towards reconciliation. And it was I've already moved down to the basement, so it's I live downstairs. We set up some ground rules and interpersonal boundaries, and we go to these weekly therapy sessions, and we really put in the work. I clean myself up. She focuses on what she needs to focus on, and we just circle back at a predetermined date or something and see if we can reconcile. I think with the help of a therapist, that's the best option for the kids and financially for the house. Thinking about the numbers, there's no financial way out of this. Where we live, the cost of living is it's not that high compared to other places, but the housing market's out of control. The rental market is impenetrable. And so with what she told me her expectation was, I can't afford to live. Literally can't afford to live. She wants me to pay half the bills at the house and then go find my own place to live. And that ain't gonna work, dude. And she can't afford it on her own. I could barely afford it on my own, but she's not gonna move out and leave the kids with me. Which, by the way, I'm a really good dad, and I've never struck my wife or my kids. I have an anger problem. I have a temper. I yell, but I don't throw things. I don't punch walls. Until very recently, I've never called her a name. I hurled some abuse at her the other day that was pretty uncalled for and ugly, and I'm not proud of it. But I'm here. I'm going to bear everything, and I don't even care if this doesn't get any views or whatever, but I'm going to keep putting shit out there. And so, if you're watching this and you can identify with it, let me know. I'm really struggling to find, people who can identify with what I'm going through. I feel really alone. but I've done it to myself. I'm not a victim. Like, this is all things that I've done to contribute to this slide down this dark slope. But this is what I do. This is the story of my life. Like, I self-sabotage. It's funny, I had never really put much thought into that concept, but it's like, you hear people talk about it and you're like, well, don't do that. Like, just don't self-sabotage. And then it kind of just struck me the other day, yesterday actually, and I was like, oh, you don't know you're doing it. Like, you're so mixed up and foggy that the damage gets done, and then you're like, oh shit, I did all this. Anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe. I hear it helps the channel. I need to come up with an outline of who I am and what this is about. Maybe I'll do that next. I'm not very organized. I don't take notes. I've never made YouTube videos before, so I don't really know what I'm doing. So you guys are just getting the raw shit right now. But I'll close with this. I am trying to find a connection with God. I'm studying to be an Orthodox Christian. I believe that to be the fullest truth. I pray earnestly and intentionally, but I've got a lot of anger in my heart. And it's easy to say, like, forgive and let go, give it to God. That seems to be a continuous process because, man, it's like hour by hour things bubble up and I get really angry. So if you pray for me. Can use all the help I can get. All right. Church Frontiersman signing off. That's not my real name, by the way. Don't Google it.